problem.
Out of this 18 billion, I'm really moving. What is the percentage of the Muslims or non-Christians?
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
the percentage of Christians.
Did you pick my voice? Let's go inside and I understand my father one side. What you
25-26 as process has started, and I know the DG has the various dates which we have planned even before the year started. And I want to be communicated to the various venues we intend using. So it's just up to you now to work towards actualizing all these dates and ensuring that we have enough attendance for participation and also being to fund the event. The DG will explain certain things that relates, and DLF will explain certain things that relates to training to you in the course of time at this meeting. So I wish you happy celebration as I will have to take my leave to attend to 2 other events. Please bear with me. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Yeah, let us have a seat. Well, once again, you're welcome to the 2025-2026 District Learning Facilitation Committee. We introduce ourselves, and of course, we have dates for all the seminars, apart from multi-club. The reason being that for multi-club learning seminar, we start when the year starts. That's from July 2025. Currently, what the multi-club we are having is for this Rotary Year. That's the practice. And then also in terms of funding, your funding, I'm starting from multi-club. The funding for multi-club, there is a fee that is charged by each club. But that does not mean, and that fund will come from your year. Unlike this current one, where just like this current year, for this Rotary Year 24-25, the money to fund the multi-club seminar is here. For his training, the fund to fund all the training must be raised. Part of it will come from the dues that all clubs pay, and then you extract it. So if Rotary Club of Victoria Island pays their dues and is paid in full, that means for the training for his team, PELS money is there, District Learning Assembly money is there, DTLS money, District Team Learning Seminar now is not there. That one is self-funding. You have to charge each participant. That's why you pay when you come in for DTLS now District Learning Seminar. For the multi-club, the money will be raised with the bill that is sent out for this year. So that's how it is done. So between now and the next meeting, we confirm the account for all seminars. Each seminar has its own independent account, which the sitting governor does not touch a kobo. If you want to spend the money there, it's the one that will authorize that, please, I want to money, and all the the sitting governor does is to say, okay, because the sitting governor, the sitting secretary, and the sitting treasurer are designated to all district accounts, but they cannot spend the cover out of the money. So let's get that one very clear. But we raise the fund for each one. So the dates, as they still maybe you just mention the dates for the purpose of my brother that he has taken permission for another meeting. So that we get the dates, and then I'll just say one or two things, and then we'll continue with our meeting.
Okay.
Let me refresh us with the dates
Yeah.
for the DTLS.
That's the district team learning seminar. It's the first one.
8th and 9th of March 2025.
8th and 9th March.
For PELS, formerly PELS.
That's for the presidents elect.
4th, 5th, and 6th of April 2025.
4th,
5th, and
6th
6th of
April.
For the District Learning Assembly, 26th and 27th of April 2025.
District Learning Assembly.
Yes,
Formerly DTA.
that's for my brother.
Formerly DTA. So, 26th and 27th.
26th and 27th.
Of April.
April.
So we're going to have both the president-elect seminar and then the district learning assembly in April. Yeah. I know why, because usually the international assembly comes up in January, but his own is in February.
Yes.
Yeah. So and then he can't. It will be too tight for him to come back within 1 week and then have those training. So that's the first one. Then the second one, that before he leaves and we continue, is that we have to agree on the date for our meetings.
Yes.
Over to you, DG.
Yes, thank you, District Learning Facilitation.
Day of the week, rather.
And I thank all of you fellow Rotarians who have responded to our call for this inauguration. I know the sacrifices that you made to come here, considering the terrible situation that we have in the country relating to fuel. So I do not take it for granted. Our days of meeting will be Wednesdays.
Wednesdays. Okay?
Everywhere.
For now, we are not going to have it every Wednesday. But as the time and the days draw near, it will be every Wednesday. For now, it's going to be once in 2 weeks. Yeah. And we're going to open a WhatsApp platform for all of us, so that if there are urgent information to pass around, we pass it. If there is need to have online meeting, we'll have it. But the physical one, for now, will be once in 2 weeks. And as the time draws near, we'll make it a weekly affair. But we decide based on the circumstances of the time for that. So, time on Wednesday.
I think 2 o'clock will have to be for us.
So you know somebody is shaking his head.
No,
but
it's open.
It's open.
My thinking is that whatever you want to do up till 1 o'clock, you have spent a good part of the day doing your work, and by 2 o'clock you should be able to come back here and do something. About 2 hours or so,
2 hours.
we still have time to go and do
Most
something.
of the things, if we do our homework well, when we get to the meeting, it's just to reaffirm what we have done and then leave.
If anyone has an opinion or views, let us know.
Please,
And
let's
so
know.
that
Okay.
I just want to, I need the District Learning Coordinator. Thank you very much. Is it possible that we also look at the options of virtual meetings now, at this period where we are still a little bit far off? Maybe alternate it, this 2 weeks meeting, alternate it, have physical and virtual. Just a suggestion for this period that we are not too close. Maybe it will be more expedient to have physical meeting maybe from much later in the year, but say this period. Just thinking.
Okay.
Possible.
Okay.
My meeting is what I would suggest is maybe we have, this is September, maybe in 2 weeks we will have a meeting. We can have one virtual, one physical.
In September.
In all the months. It's okay. So that,
Is there any other person about this? My understanding of this, taking a cue from our recent experience, is that when we left too much to virtual meetings, it affected us, and our learning facilitator is there. Without going into the specifics, yes, it is good to do that. You heard when the DG said we could make our meetings hybrid, which is okay. But when the coordinators that are essential to delivering their responsibilities are always clamoring for online or virtual meetings, we didn't get what we wanted to. Am I not on the right?
Yes, I was just
so we just need to see ourselves physically and tell ourselves what the situation of things are. I may understand that in the month of September, because we are going to institute on the 22nd, if we have one meeting again in September, that's understandable. Then when we come back in October, because we really do not have time. Districting affected us last year in a way, because we started the learning facilitation meeting in October. Or it was even in November, that's the date that was there, because districting came on the 26th of October. So inauguration came in November. You understand? And out of that too, we have the facilitators, we have the coordinators saying that they are either in or out of the country most of the times. And it affected us that we had to do backup. For example, the DTLS as it was then called. Isn't it? So, even PELS, because the coordinator for PELS and DTLS were virtually out of the country most of the time. And it affected our planning. You understand? And we should learn from experience, so that such things do not happen again. I'm happy that maybe you didn't get a cue from what the DG said, that there are lots of responsibilities on the soldiers. He did not say everything out. Just like I'm not going to say everything out. But I think that our district learning facilitator knows beyond what we may be willing to say now. But the important thing is that most of our meetings for this purpose will have to be physical, particularly considering the situation of things in our country minus fuel scarcity. If we have to achieve tangible results, we can't get it if we rely too much on virtual meetings. You understand me? I'm not ruling out virtual meetings, but the situation where we are now requires that we put all hands on deck. When we are a bit in a comfortable zone, we can then say, okay, let's do virtual. Nothing is cast in stone. We will do 3 subsequent meetings virtually if the occasion calls for it.
Thank you, DG. Well, virtual meeting is good, but for this learning facilitation, there are situations, occasions where we have to be there physically from experience. And this Rotary Year for the training programs, I've had to step in and take the responsibility of running the district learning facilitation team and specific committee teams, so that people won't see it, because we work as a team. But and why? When you assume that, don't worry, we still have a long time, they will pay this, they will pay that, things go wrong. And for you may have some flexibility, because whoever does not pay will not attend. But when it comes to funding that involves clubs, That's a challenge. We all come from various clubs. By the time we start the meeting and we share the payment profile, you find out that maybe a week to the time, half of the club have not fulfilled the righteousness. And the practice is this. Even when it comes there, we do the thing. When I was there, I would do the same thing. When clubs pay, if they pay fully, no problem. But when they pay half, I, as the sitting governor, will first of all remove everything that I have to run my year. So that's where the challenge comes. So where will you now get money to do the planning in anticipation of the training that is coming in 2 weeks, and clubs are not paid? Mark you, most of the clubs will pay. Some of them will bring the money a day to the time, a week to the time, or even on that day, they will start begging you. So those are the logistics that require each of us as coordinators to think out of the box and look for how to raise that funds to run those facilities without necessarily allowing them to attend if they don't pay. They will bring the money. Some will even bring cash. But will that cash that is being brought a week to the time or even 2 days to the time make you do the planning? So those are the things. So we'll look at it, and we're all practical in approach to things. If there is absolute reason, for instance, now that we have fuel scarcity, and if not for the inauguration, we have said, okay, the next meeting is this. If, for instance, next week, nobody is allowed to move out, or there's no fuel anywhere, we'll have online or have hybrid. I'll emphasize hybrid. So let's put our minds on it that once in 2 weeks, we have to create time to be here. If on the unlikely events or we have run into a challenge, we make it online, but hybrid will also be made possible. Usually the hybrid is by okay. So that is it. So we noted it and we practice it.
You were saying something. Usually the hybrid is.
The hybrid is also good. We do the people will be here, but when the hybrid is such that, let me give an example. You are the first to come for the training, to organize the training, and then you are not consistently available. It makes us feel fidgety. That what's happening? If you are the one that is on the line and you are telling us everything from online, it doesn't make the kind of impact that we want. For instance, you may send the flyer to me that this is how the brochure or the thing will look like, and I'm looking at it. But if you are sitting next to me, I'll say, no, this one is this one is that. It can fail. So those are the kind of little minute details that we have to look at. So we take it as it is. So let's note all the dates and plan our programs and travelings towards that. Then the timing is 2 p.m. I want to assure you that if we come 2 on the dot, we start the meeting. Maximum 2 hours, we are done. What we normally do is that if we are going to have the meeting next week, for instance, the focus will be on you, followed by her, followed by the DLA, and then the multi-club. That's how we do the sequence, so that the closer you are, the more focus we have on you. And then also let us know that when we do all these programs, we must be prepared to write a report. That is very, very important. Let me just share with you. Some of us will never know that we'll be governor. But when the time comes, whatever you do, whoever is the sitting governor at that time will have to say, what did Nike do as a district training, whatever? He was also just giving an excuse. She said in the report, you won't be there. I'm just using that as a side comment. So let's take it, this responsibility seriously. And I can assure you that, don't be afraid. I'll give you all the hints. Because I've passed through. I've done 2 trainings before. So I know I've been governor before, and I've been the learning facilitator, so I know. So if you are going in the wrong way, I will tell you that, well, you can change, but think through it this way, and then we'll get it. And what I will also do for all the coordinators, I have some old reports that I will share with you so that you can look at it and use it to prepare your what we call draft budget. Look at it so you know. I can also share with you that temporarily for the venue that we used last year, this was how much they charged us. But I know that if you get there now, they may say no because of no fuel, nothing. So put 10% increase, for instance, on it and plan along the line. So those are the kind of information we need to have. Okay, so the convener will continue while I join you.
So, fellow Rotarians, that's just in a nutshell what is expected of all of us. It's a challenging job, no doubt, but the challenges are not insurmountable. There are things that are within our capacity to do, because every one of you who is a coordinator here is a tested Rotarian, is a seasoned Rotarian, is an experienced Rotarian. So I expect that you'll be able to deliver. You see, the point that was made about delivering report is very important. When you have a situation in which you are dealing, yours is the first, you are dealing with people of coordinate or how would I say it now? Immediate capacity. You know what I'm saying? If you have to train assistant governors, train zonal coordinators, train committee chairs, train the deputy secretaries and all that, some of them may not readily answer you until few days in the event. They will always tell you that, look, Christmas is next week. We have to sort out that before we even have time for DTTLS. You put them in prayer. So start your prayer now. Start your prayer now. That's why I said these are people that you know, people that in their ages like you, some of them are PhDs, some of them are past presidents, and you want them to come. They already, okay, I'm coming. You understand? We will attend to you. Beyond that is the issue of sponsorship or getting goodwill messages and all that. But again, let us not place too much reliance on Rotarians. Let's go outside our fold to get sponsorship for our events so that we will not overburden our members. That is part of the outside the box thinking that we're talking about. So the earlier the better. You may think that you have time, but there's really no time. The people that you will bring to DTTS, we'll give you a list of people to invite, start talking to them for support, for collaboration. Some of them have companies that can collaborate with you. Some of them have people that they can introduce you to get whatever you want. And Madam PELS, you know that after our own is your own.
Yes.
You have crowd. When I say crowd, you are dealing with club presidents. Your crowd may not be as many as us or that the district learning assembly, but yours is a peculiar training, because for those category of Rotarians without military, they have a Zoom office. And I want you to, as much as possible, capture those who will train in the first instance, so that the issue of remedial PELS or remedial DTLS or remedial training assembly will not come into. You see, if we track enough people, we have 73 clubs now. Hopefully, by the time we are starting, we will be more than that. If you cannot get 73 over 73, try to get 70 or 71. It's not as if you can't get them, but some of them you have to beg them as if you Your life depends on it. That's the way. So, okay, if a club has not paid district dues, has not paid outright dues, I mean, where would the money to train its officers come from? We have a club in our district now that has only one member. The club, Banana Island. Now, that kind of person, if you change the president, who else? You understand me? So you have to look at the challenges ahead. You have to know the attitudinal chemistry or personal idiosyncrasies of Rotarians who are coming as either district officers or presidents or even club officers to be able to get what you want. You have met them variously at trainings, but when you are doing the job, it's a different ballgame. We meet at DTLS, we greet ourselves, but to get something from them for you to do is another thing. And I want to beg you, please, take care of your logistics. We don't have bags, we don't have tags, we don't have writing materials. These are common things at our trainings which we should guide against. They are not intentional, but they happen. I don't think any coordinator will want to be embarrassed or to perform below expectations. But sometimes, you see, we're all human beings. You can plan for a team. By the time you say, oh, don't worry, deliver this thing on Friday, we are doing the training on Saturday, the man can say there was no light or there was no food. I will come tomorrow morning, don't worry, first thing tomorrow morning. First thing tomorrow morning, it won't get to you. You have started your seminar at 10 o'clock. They now start giving you brochure and materials as if you didn't prepare. Whereas you are prepared. That's why I said some of these things are not intentional. So there are things or issues that you should look into critically. If you have questions, ask the learning facilitator. If you have questions, ask me. If you have questions, ask the district executive secretary. So that at any point in time, your job will be easier. So, where is your DRR elect? Please get him. I want him to be here. The purpose of bringing him here is to involve Rotaractors because of Rotary International Celebrate Rotaract policy. It's a novel thing that we are trying in the district to bring them aboard so that they will be part of us. So that anything we are doing, they are also involved in trainings too. So whatever they learn from us, they can use it to equip themselves. You understand me? So please, I wish you well and I believe that you will succeed.
Amen.
So DTT, we will create a platform. The secretary, we have written our numbers and names here. We will use it to create a platform and we will start doing the job because there is no time. There is really no time. Then the venues for the various trainings, in conjunction with the learning facilitator. Of course, we reached out to office during the course of our last training. But again, you know that they lost the founder ahead. So we don't know whether they will still allow us on the old concessions we used to have, or they may have a new management and everything will just change. And like I said to our facilitator, we are not bound by any training center. If we find a place that is suitable or more suitable to us, that we align with our objectives, we can go there for flexibility. I'm just talking aloud. The various coordinators too can explore opportunities for us to ensure that the cost of organizing some of these events don't have severe impact on Rotarians or clubs. DRR events. The purpose of bringing you here is to enable you learn and be guided so that when you get to your members, you'll be able to what you have experienced here. I'm sure you know that this is the first time we are inviting a DRR to the district learning facilitation team. So please, together with your facilitator, try to inform your members that we are ready to work with you as partners in service. And whatever experience you are able to take away from here, please share with them and make your trainings more productive, more impactful, and more interesting. That's the way you can know that you really got something good out of this committee. You are not in this committee for the fun of it. You are not here because we just wanted you to come. You are here because we believe that a serious job needs to be done and you should be part of it. I don't know whether you are aware that at the International Training Assembly that will come up in Florida in February, 34 Rotaractors will be there. They have been invited by our president-elect to come across the 34 zones of Rotary International. We have 34 zones, and each zone is expected to produce the Rotaractor that will come there for 2 days, 10th and 11th of February. The International Assembly starts on 9th of February and ends. So we'll do that at the end of the day. So please ensure that you do the needful. Yes. Is there any further? The district learning facilitator went to collect an award in the seminar room, so we'll be here so that we can, if there's no further views or comments, we can adjourn and choose our next date of meeting. If we have any views or opinion, please let's share. This is an open meeting. Then I want to ask, have you constituted your, okay, I know that PAD, they were constituted a committee. What about multi-club? Okay.
No, I told you my Alex. I understand. Discuss.
As per our discussion, I'm not telling you, but I just want you to, yes.
Thanks for this meeting. What I wanted to say is that when are we going to start writing for maybe donations, contribution?
That's right.
Okay.
Once we do our once we have the platform, which I believe we will set up today, we can start the ball rolling. We are not constrained again. Since the teacher has inaugurated us, work has started. All that we need to do is to get the respective accounts from the accountants. This is for multi-club. Multi-club, like I explained, your own money is almost guaranteed because they will pay it to you when you start with them. So, but that's not to say you should relax. Money will come to you, but you must go and pursue money too. So once we get that, then the list of president-elects we have to share with you, so that you will start marketing them, contacting them. Then the DTLS list, I would share that with the coordinator. So, but you must also let them know if you are invited to the DTLS, it is not automatic that you will be given an assignment unless you attend. Invitation is different from attendance. Some people will say they wrote me a letter, they will not come. At the end of the day, they want to be given responsibility. If we didn't attend, what are we giving you job to do? That's why I said, in as much as the human element is there, let us avoid doing this remedial thing that we have been doing over the last 4-5 years. Once we are done with them, let's suppose because about that. I was talking about the composition of the committees. I have from PELS, the multi-club is settled. Yours we will discuss. So the DMA coordinator too has discussed his own between two, so that whoever we have to add, we add, and you start your job. I don't want to infringe on any of your responsibilities. You are free to do your job in accordance with the object of Rotary, and be guided by the 4-way test. So, like I said earlier, I wish all of you the best, and I want the best from you. Run it profitably and make it impactful, please. Rotarians will annoy you, they will insult you, they will embarrass you, they will talk down on you, they will look down on you, but please don't allow that to take over you. We know ourselves, you understand? What's this rubbish? I paid money since December 13. They are telling me that they cannot find my name on the list. Sorry. It happens. Oversight, omissions. It's not deliberate, but it happens. But some people will just throw caution to the wind. That somebody that I greeted 5 minutes ago, where he did not see his name inside the hall, starts talking to me. You understand? We just have a way of, let's just find a way to accommodate ourselves. You understand me? That's it. Don't allow anybody to put you in a situation where you have to fight back. Just to one. That's the essence. We have been tolerating each other before, so to do that now will not be. Hello? Hello? Yes.
Okay. Okay. So all the coordinators have given their comments.
Yes, I think. Have you commented?
Me?
Yes.
Yes.
APC. Not political party. All points covered.
Oh, okay. Mo fẹ́ lè má sọ tẹ bá dé ká o.
So that they won't.
They won't think you are collecting something for NPC. I used to be a supporter, but at this stage, I'm still a supporter, but I keep quiet.
We don't complete. So after now, we'll see you, sir.
Okay, no problem. I'll be past comment. No, as a coordinator. You don't have any comments?
Are you APC?
Yes, APC.
Yeah, let me run through what I have here. Yes, as I mentioned earlier on, let's have a draft budget. Once you have an idea of what you are looking forward to, then you know how to go about it. My brother here, Tunde, is a creative fundraiser. I will use that word, creative fundraiser. I know he's doing something for this Rotary Year, and I could see the style he's using without necessarily, you won't know that he's, pardon my word, harassing people, but people will do it willingly. That's creativity. So let's think about how we want to do that creatively. By the time she's looking for fund, you are looking for a fund, Dele that just left is also looking for a fund. Rotarians will say, now only you. But this is where your relationship with Rotarians. Nika can come to me and take something from me. When you come, so now wow. An MTN, one supported DTLS, one supported PELS. There was a year that I will remember Cadbury and Nestle. You know, we normally have tea break, coffee break here and there. So if they are not giving cash, you can, if you have that link, you can get them to sponsor tea break, coffee tea break or whatever break with all these things, and ask for advert. It's easy to do that. I'm just giving you all these kind of tips here and there that can use to get funds from people. Then people that do all these gala and the rest, UAC foods and right foods. If you have contacts or you can get contacts in those places, that's another way. All these things, when you get it, although you budgeted that you want to use the funds raised for it. When you get it for them as FOC, it goes to your excess over of income over expenditure, what the accountant call it profit. So that's how to go about it. So that at the end of the day, then nothing says you cannot do goodwill message in the brochure. Nothing says you cannot ask club to come and showcase what they've been doing or what they are doing for their other colleagues, other sister clubs. Those are the little tips. So that when I share those, what's it called, formal reports with you, you won't be wondering that, how did Bagada put this one? Or Rotary Club of Akute did this. They spent 300,000. Those are the little things that the money came from. Then for the cost, when you do your budget, you can advise us. For last year, it was 80,000 for DTLS, now DTLS. Things have gone up. Let's see. Can we jack it up a little bit? It's up to you. But when you do your budget, you'll be able to get that. The cost for the venue last year was a flat 25,000 naira plus breakfast. But they charge us what they call, they didn't charge the 5%. They didn't charge VAT, but they charged the service charge, 10%. So it came to 27,500 per night. The lunch or dinner cost 8,000 naira per plate. That's food that we are eating. What we did, I'm just giving you all this information so you can look at it together and see how to creatively work through it. When we were running into challenge with PELS then, and also with DTA, we didn't run into challenge, but we learned that lesson for DTA. What we did was to, we normally ask people to come in the afternoon. So what we did was that when they come in the afternoon, we gave them snacks and soft drinks. And I think one of them, there was a tea or whatever, I can't remember. No, it was yo-yo fresho. And now we now had late lunch around 4:30.
So no dinner.
So no dinner. So what we now did for dinner was to say it was the welcome get together, and it was now funded. I think instead of spending 8,000, apart from drinks was sourced from people here and there. What we now did was, I think, assorted orishirishi, asun, yam, plantain. You know all those things. You are a woman. You know how you do all those things. And finger food. And it came to about maybe 2,000, 2,005 per person. So that means you save 5,000 naira. And then the following day, breakfast is going to be served by the hotel. Then to go, the hotel now begs for us that we must eat. He said somebody has sponsored it. So we did our food.
I remember.
So it was a tug of war. But what they did was that, okay, we are going now, okay, we are not eating. We didn't serve it inside the hall. As you are leaving, you are giving in the car park. So I just gave you all these little tips. That was how we were able to cut costs and rate, because we ran into problem for those, especially for pets, and we are going. In fact, it was a struggle to break it. So we didn't want to take the money from DTA to come and fund pets and DTTS, because everybody must be independent. So those are the little things that you look at it. We've tentatively fixed the dates with Orchid Hotel.
You know, we spoke to Lukman at that time.
Yes, yeah.
And we said we were going to get back to him.
Back to him.
But we also know the MD is there.
I was going to that. Okay. No, the MD is
The chairman.
the chairman. So we can also look at venue. At least we have an idea of what we've been using before. But who says you cannot move out if you can get something cheaper, but also the same quality? Like I'll give you an example. Like we went to Equity Hotel. We were there. I don't know how PDG, my brother Wale, was able to do it, but we had lunch. It was an assisted buffet. As far as I'm concerned, maybe if a woman, the Equity Hotel, the former Gateway Hotel, now Equity Hotel. We've been using that for years back. You can go there, find out if it's going to accommodate us. For DTTS or DTLS, we continue to use the two applications for now. I think you can plan on 150 or 100 or 120. If that hotel can accommodate 150 people, fine. Okay. I know. Where's my food? Okay. If I know for pets, okay, I know they will be able to accommodate us because the clubs we are currently 73.
That's where over there.
We are currently 73. Yes, and
because the person running it is my mate, by fellow. So even I wanted to even force him to join Rotaries, but I can.
Okay.
The person that.
Okay.
That manage that place.
Okay. We must have an idea of their room capacity.
But that's where I can and CITN use.
Yes.
So I'll tell him to give us what they are paying to them.
Okay.
What ICANN is paying, what CITN is paying.
Yes.
Don't use ICANN and CITN.
They pay more.
No, it's not pay more. Even the last one, when everybody is paying 25, I told him I won't pay more than 20. That's what I can pay.
But check.
Let's see now because of the cost of things now.
Cost of things, let's look at their capacity. You know, some hotels, and it applies to all hotels. Even if their capacity is 150, they will never give you that 150 because of some their staff, sorry, not staff, their customers that are dedicated and good customers. So let's know. I'm just giving you that as an example.
But let's try and talk to him.
Talk to him. Let's look at other hotels. But
for those people that wanted to use
just know that if we use her as an example, committee, last year we charged 80,000. If you remove 30,000 from the hotel, that means you have 50,000 left. You must factor the cost of bringing in facilitators between 15 and 20. You must factor the cost of all of us, committee members. So you find out that 30,000 is not really 30,000, it's almost about 50,000. Minus the broker will pay for itself. Any broker you want to do, just know that it must pay for itself and bring something out. But when you now talk of you want to do welcome party, you want to buy bag, you want to last year when we look at it, we devised a means, the kind of bag. Yes, we said, okay, for DTA we didn't do bag. We just vote that we're not going to do bag because how we do bag for 300 people?
Just in a folder.
Just in a folder. But for president, if you don't do bad, you must get them quality gift. That has been the practice that because they are the leaders, you will need them. You will need them. You will need them. So I'm just giving you those tips so that let's think out of the box and then get it there.
This one.
That going to places like Uphill itself,
Yes.
is far away, or Abeokuta, is it because of the cost that takes us to those areas?
Yes, cost million, so that we'll be able to have something left, substantial. I don't know the target that the DG is going to give you, but usually for each committee in training, we say that when you do all you want to do, please return 5M.
Okay.
Minimum. That's the, I don't know what it's going to give you, but that the practice is that when you do everything, let's leave 5 million. So there was a year, in my own year for instance, what I did for my sister, Okola Bakari, we fought for 1 year, but after that we resolved it. Immediately I saw the money coming in, I just collected half of that 5 million, 2.5, I kept it. I said, that's what I want to, because when you finish the thing now, I'll just be phoning, there's nothing I will do. And it paid off at the end of the day, because very good things. If I had not done that, I won't get that kind of thing. So I don't know whether my brother will do the same thing, but I know some governors that did this. And I've explained to him, it's not that the man is going to spend the money anyhow. For instance, the institute we are going, DG, has to sponsor, is in a manual of procedure. You, Rotarians approve it, that he must sponsor the sitting governor and the DGE, because they are going on our behalf. And how will he raise that money between 1st of July and now? Some of those things he must have paid, because if you are going to institute now, I bought my own ticket for 1.4 million. Now it's about 2 million or 2.3 or 2.9 million. So if that ticket I have not bought in April, and so those are the little things that it's not that the money the man wants to use it to do one bear or so that's the thing. As we grow up in leadership position, we know all these things. So those are the things. And it's when you look at the minute details when the district budget is passed, you will see it there. So those are the things that we consider go to some of those hotels. Otherwise, we would have said, let's go to Sheraton or Radisson or a hotel. In fact, there was a day one coordinator said that he's going to go to Sheraton or no, a hotel. I said, fine, they are going to get this. So when she brought the thing, I won't mention the thing. But remember the 5 million, we can't even, it was for DTLS. The payment by individual Rotarians, literary leaders for the thing, cannot even cover the bill they brought. So consider it. You may want to jack it up, but let's look at it. Last year, what we did was that we were trying to also increase our own, but when we noticed what they were doing in 911, we are still under 1110, so
we just have to
readjust. So I don't know what will happen this year, but things have gone up. And then for pets, what we charge this year, we've raised it from 100 to 150,000. So that's it per club for pets. 150. Then for DTA, it's now 200,000. It used to be 150. So I don't know when it gets to the year of DTLS. I don't know what happens. So that's it. And the pets is just for one person and for 2 nights, 3 days. Whatever happens, whoever is bringing his or her spouse must pay for it. But the room is for everybody. So those are the things that you need to do. I will share the previous budget and report with you so that you can use it. So I just said let me mention all those little things. Then subcommittee members, you need to set up your subcommittee members in liaison with the DGE. I know it's going to give you some committee members for each of those seminars, but he will also allow you to bring 1 or 2 or 3 other people that can also have your vision and drive the thing. Then, okay, so that is it for me.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
I actually wanted to say that it's even better if you move out of Lagos, because some Rotarians they will not want to leave the office. They will just be pumping in and pumping out and will make. In fact, the training that was done in Abeokuta was so fantastic. People could not run away because people could not run away because it's far from the destination. So they decided to stay and listen to the lectures. Because if you do it in Lagos, they will be pumping in, pumping out, and there's no way you can control them. But in Jabode people, they are little, but Lagos, there are many. So that's another way of catching Rotarians to actually listen and then attend the lectures.
Going to Jabode, I would guarantee if we had that training in Lagos, are you sure we have gotten more numbers than what?
We got numbers.
No, for the last membership seminar, we got the numbers. I personally was surprised.
I'm serious.
I was surprised. And I know the membership of number of clubs in the Ijebu area.
Not,
so it's not there.
It's not there, but it's
outsiders. It's outsiders.
Actually, Lagosians are always looking for opportunities.
So if you can get it, I know for DTA, District Learning Assembly, it may be difficult to get that kind of. I don't know Ijebu now, except we use two or three hotels. But for pets and the large extent, the DTLS should, if
outside Lagos or DTLS.
or you can even try Abeokuta. One says you cannot try Abeokuta.
Have we ever used outside Lagos? Has it ever happened?
Yes. It is there. For now, by next meeting, I will ask my friend Rashid to bring out. You will know how much you have for pets and for DTA. For your own, it's start from
independent.
It's dependent. So that's why I said think through it, through your budget.
Like the last DTLS, I've
Yes.
not gotten the
Report.
But the one I got
Yeah, the previous year.
2 or 3 years ago.
I'll ask me again.
As at last week,
Yeah.
she told me it will soon be ready.
Taiwo. She's not the coordinator, but she was the one that ran.
You know, I know who to miss. Things like that.
It is that Indian guy.
Because even that time, she was the one who
Yes,
He was the vice coordinator as an emergency situation.
Actually, she was the one going to clubs.
Yes.
Soliciting
Yes.
funds. Because that's another thing, you have to visit clubs.
You now have to visit club.
You have to visit clubs, your team.
Your club twice.
Yes.
You were asking whether we have done DTLS outside Lagos.
Sure now. In those days, we were having it in Ijebu, even in Gateway Ota. Then, but don't think of Ota. There's no gateway there. But I know they are maintaining equity hotel.
But I don't think it's functioning.
Where?
It's not ShopRite.
Where?
It's not ShopRite.
Ota. It's carcass. There's nothing there. The building has been vandalized to the extent, even the roof. Even the roof, even the window, there's nothing. It's
security purpose.
no. And the logistics of going through that is Abeokuta or Ijebu. Abeokuta or Ijebu. No. It's just suggestion.
Very efficient.
Just suggestion.
No.
This very efficient plan that was put in place for this membership seminar. They hired a boss and they committed quite a sizable number of people.
And that's for
For the last membership session.
That was a day for a day trip.
Yes.
If you are going to, and they were not going to sleep.
No, they didn't sleep.
For training, they are going to sleep.
But the boss, if they hire a boss, the boss can commute to Ijebu or wherever, come back,
And come back for them.
and come back to pick. That will
this
even
morning.
discourage people moving about
No,
and encourage
what-
focus.
For me, if we can do it outside,
Yes.
I will suggest that the training is very, very effective. And you know that once you miss, that means you have to go by road or something. What we have to do is encourage people to live at a particular time. The train is very, very effective. And it's very, very
Apart from that, the table there is dry. There's
So we
nothing
are
in the
already
table.
used to our belt.
So
where
therefore,
will you
Abeokuta will be
training-
suitable.
No,
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 Rotarians
no,
like to
no,
go
But
around.
remember that rate in Abeokuta is higher than Ijebu.
That's what I was.
It's higher than Shagamu. Shagamu is
I know for if you look at, you can have idea of the rate in Abeokuta if you check the promotion they are running for what do we do?
conference.
For discount now.
Discord, yes.
That is the rate for the rooms that you have. If it can't be less than that. So that's the I don't know. I know for that for 3 nights they are saying is it 150 or
So about between 150 and 186.
so that means about 50,000 per night.
And we don't have to allow Rotarians to go. They will feed themselves, they will pay for fuel, and still pay an exorbitant amount of money for accommodation. We should be building some of them.
So we
I
should
mean-
just stick to
Our conference will be Abeokuta. So if we cannot explore Ijebu, quote and unquote, let's leave Lagos, let's come to our Lagos and familiar.
Okay. I think the PET should be Lagos, that 3 days program, then DTTS, if you can do 1 day, but if you ask me, on honesty, Lagos is still, because the truth of the matter is, if you look at the logistics going to Abeokuta, you can as well factor that into the cost of a lot of people might not even you also think you're thinking about a lot of people might not like the case of DTTS. So people might not sorry PET, which is 3 days. It might be very difficult. Some can't leave the office. Let's assume the fact that we have some employees. Some might not be able to leave the office. They can just even in Lagos they post it turn away. They won't even attend the meetings. So I think we should allow those to happen in Lagos. So Friday.
It's going to be the best is going to be Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And the others is Saturday, Sunday. Saturday to Sunday.
And also,
What we can
DLA is Saturday and Sunday.
So what I can suggest is that let's look at various locations and do a total system cost of each location and then build security into it and look at which one is more productive and efficient in using. If, for instance, Ijebu is cheaper, then are we looking at cost of security and other things when we build into it as a constraint? Lagos might be cheaper, but we can't just be talking off paper if we have not put figures in paper and come to take a decision.
Also,
membership was just for 1 day.
Yes.
It was a
Also pray against fuel scarcity. If we are in this quagmire we are right now, how do you expect people to move forward?
for issue will have been
They have
resolved
been
by that.
resolved by then.
Either at high price or at low price.
By December.
Well, let me take that as a privilege for me of my BDG sir.
Yes, sir.
By December it will be off.
For Lagos,
December, I can't get to December.
We will get.
There will be war. If they get to December, the thing must be resolved there.
Don't
Either we
let
pay.
us preempt, even though we have to put that into consideration, but don't let us from the beginning see why it may not be possible. You understand? When we put facts and figures in papers, then it will be clear that this is a go, no go, or this is how to go about it.
should also look.
The PELS coordinator seems to be comfortable with Lagos.
Yeah.
If Lagos will give her the
Yes.
yes.
Okay,
Let's move ahead.
So we wait for DTA man.
Because
You prefer Lagos. So
Work towards it.
we also the only
I
way
want
to
towards
because everybody prefers Lagos. Let's work towards Lagos.
So we just reaffirm the date. We just send the date to the guy now that look over. Block the date, give us the bill.
Must be touch cage.
I can
explore other locations.
Eh?
She said, must it be okay?
Let's
Explore other locations.
It doesn't have
Yes, all the things I've done is to give you an idea and open your mind into opportunities that is available and various options and requests. Where? In Agbara? Yes, that's no problem.
Where? Where's that?
Okay, listen, let's listen to her. Yes.
What I'm saying is, if like
Yes.
DTLS,
Yes.
if one can determine the total number or close to the total number of the people that we are taking,
Let work on 150.
150.
Plus or minus, then it's
Plus or
easy.
minus
Yes.
150. You can now say, okay, we'll cost for Oki itself and see if we can run. If we can get 150 hotel
It's only for
that will give us good rates and all that. But because Orchid is like our own,
Maybe 160.
160.
If we are looking at Lekki axis, how will you get that kind of capacity?
200. I know only over 200.
You mean okay?
Over 200.
They have close to that. Close to that. Unless of course, if you want to look for a venue, maybe an event hall where we can host a program, then look at hotels within that area, exactly that people can stay.
No, must it be Lekki axis? Can't you come to
It can be
Ikeja, Milan? It can be Milan. Milan will be cheaper than Island.
It can be anywhere.
Even Milan will be cheaper than
My
Island.
case is that I don't want to.
But the number.
The number.
When you get there, no, you. If I carry you to like excellence itself now.
Excellent development.
Yes.
No, that's the case. Oh, I mean that's.
Yes.
And you have used Orchid before. Say, how did you bring
To
us?
work, yeah, to work.
No, people talk about
Very big picture.
No, it's not.
people talk about the ones in Maryland.
We even see on the mainland that will be of equal
And
standard.
people talk about
They will be higher than.
Of course.
and people talk about the ones in Maryland. You know there is
Look at all Nigeria.
They're not as big as Orchid.
All Nigeria.
The number of rooms actually has been reasonable with us.
Let's
Explore Orchid,
Yes.
but with one other one around here.
Yes.
I mean around the.
we already have a level.
Yes.
Let-
Yeah.
all the-
Then we have one here. Yes. What am I getting?
But not very consulting.
That number of
There is
not many hotels has that number of rooms.
There is no hotel in Lekki, VI.
I know.
No. And that is why we begin to, that's why for all Nigeria, that's why we can go to Lagos Airport Hotel. And Lagos Airport Hotel, Lagos Airport Hotel is power. The value that we use, we have power issue. But the rooms, they have good rooms, but the rooms are not all that.
That's the new
Exactly. But we now for premium attendees that want to spend money, we went to places like Protea Hotel. We went to this hotel that belongs to Chief of Staff. Forgotten. So we look at various hotels around that axis, 5 kilometers of that place, and we put people there.
But let's observe. We already had a relationship there.
What is it? No, you can't get it. It's a challenge. Exactly. People will come here, congregate, because all Nigeria Rotary Convention, we are not particular about punctuality, promptness, and attendance. So we allow people to but for things like PELS and DTLS, people they have to be around. So cohabiting in one
Imagine when
is must.
Imagine when they're having the after party.
Yes.
That was 10 to 8 to 9. So is the problem.
Usually, sometimes even at Orchards, we still explore the usage of hotels like Belisimo.
Yeah, Belisimo. I don't know. Sometimes we went to Belisimo.
So
That was like a DTA then.
And Belisimo too, arrangements were made for transportation of participants. Yeah, to convey them back to and fro. So all this can still be done.
Let's go and
Go and do your own work. And became the Lagos woman. We will look at Lagos and see what we
Okay, that's no
Well,
problem.
because of my
On that side, don't worry. She will find a place.
plus 70 plus.
I want the place that will be
I know. It will be stressful asking people to drive us that side.
where is the Learning Assembly Chairman access to?
What are every time it's
Take it out.
No, you have to
What do we see? Everybody has one. What do we see? Just you see the yellow man. So, for my
It's for DD.
who wants it?
Okay, please give her water.
What do we say? I saw you and I said you should go and sort it from tower. Okay, because we will let them know that I can do my work. Can you hear me? So, let me talk.
Don't do.
So,
Are you there?
for our coordinators. Coordinators, if I have to look at previous experiences, I will say that each of you, last year, the target of surplus was 10 million at ready. This year, things have, the more money we have now in the PT, coupled with your experience, expertise, and skills, I think that we should get more money. I know that you are go-getters. I'm not going to push you too much, but I'm just going to appeal to you to get more money than what we have getting last year. So if your surplus can be more than that, I will appreciate it. Or you want me to give you a guidance? And I will ask you to go and make 2 million naira in transfer, which is not
Way more than that.
a minimum of 15 million surplus. Minimum. I recall that when I was to do installation for PGD over the top in 2017, it came to us to say, give me a minimum of 20 million dollars surplus.